All right, y'all. Let's get into this WWE WrestleMania 41. Overall, just off the top, I would get this card, the total card and total, I would give it maybe a 7, maybe an 8 out of 10. A lot of matches went how I expected. We had a couple of surprises, but overall, it was just my just to speak on it a little bit. Night one, it was some okay matches. Maybe 2 out of the 7 matches was cool, but then it was like night two, it was like all bangers. All 7 fights was good. So I still think that Triple H can do a little bit better job of evening these cards out, so both nights are worth watching. I said night one, it was just mainly watch the opener and the closer. It really wasn't no in between. But then with night two, it was like, all right, I got to watch every single last one of these matches. So salute to all the competitors that night, man. They put on a hell of a show. But let's get into this card and what I thought about how it went down. First match of the night for night one was Jay Uso versus Gunther. Jay Uso finally got his moment. He won the belt off of Gunther. The finish was Uso, Jay actually choking Gunther out. And I didn't think I was going to see that happen. I thought that he was going to hit the spear maybe 2 or 3 times and do that the Uso splash a couple times. I want to say he hit him with the spear once, and then hit him with like maybe 2 Uso splashes, and I think he power bombed him during the match. Gunther moved the power bomb, and he choked him out. So my thing with this fight was overall it was a solid match. It was just after the fight, I thought Jay was gonna go crazy with the celebration. He really didn't celebrate too much, and I know a lot of people were saying maybe he injured his shoulder or something like that. Maybe it just didn't kick in and look. I'm a world champ now. I did it without Roman, so I don't know. Maybe it's a part of the plan. I still think that it's something going on because the way that if you've been watching Jay Uso these last couple of months, really this last year, ever since he started doing the whole crowd thing, that's been the biggest thing about representing for Jay. The crowd be going so crazy, they want him to keep on doing it, doing the whole yeet movement thing, and he really didn't do that. He got outside the ring and held the belt up, got inside the ring. His brother Jimmy came out there and congratulating, and really that was it. I know after the match he was talking, he said like it really didn't sit in, but overall I think the match was okay. I just didn't expect to see Jay Uso choke out Gunther for the win. Next fight, we had New Day versus the War Raiders. I necessarily can't remember how this fight ended, but the New Day did pull it off. I'm pretty sure with them being the heels, they might have cheated to win. They did some shady shit to pull off the win. So salute the New Day for winning the belt. This was one of the matches. Like I'm not too strong on the War Raiders. I mean, they cool. They're a throwback team. They remind you of Legion of Doom a little bit, but they've been trying to remake the Legion of Doom for so many years. It's a little too close for me. I'm a huge Legion of Doom fan. So when I seen the way that their matches go, it's like it's cool. But New Day won the belts again. I think they didn't win it over 10 times. Could have been like 10-time tag team champions. So salute to them. Next match, we had Jade Cargill versus Naomi. With this, like I said, I don't try to be too critique on these fights, but Jade Cargill is still green. Even in AEW, they really didn't know how to use her. They use her like a Bill Goldberg type character. Her matches were so short. She probably had about maybe 2, 3 matches over 10 minutes. The rest of them was done within 5 minutes. Um, she lost her last match over in AEW, then she came to WWE, and since she's been there, she's been working with Bianca Belair, so she's looked pretty good with her. And just with the singles match, you can see her calling her shots in the ring, and that's like as a wrestling fan, once you become like when I was watching as a kid, I never really saw them like, hey, do this next or whatever, or see them like blatantly speaking to each other in the match. But you just seen it so much with the this match. That's like, dog, like it kind of throws you off a little bit with the match when you see them talking to each other. Like most of the time, you barely see it unless they about to do like the Irish whip. That's when they say something to each other and carry the match on. I like the match better that way. But anywho, Jade Cargill did pull up the match. They had a couple of wardrobe malfunctions, her and Naomi. And I think they said they had to wrap up the match a little bit early. But overall, good for Jade to get her win at WrestleMania and have her moment. The next fight was Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight. That boy, Jacob Fatu, he's probably one of my favorite. I'll say top three favorite out currently in wrestling, in the wrestling business in general. So salute to Fatu, man. He came through. Even though I'm a big LA Knight fan, it was just time for Fatu to get this belt, man. He did his finisher. He actually like the finisher for this LA Knight caught Fatu with he went up there to do his Samoan backflip or whatever, and LA Knight caught him with his what is it called? BTF? Yeah, I think it's called the BTF. Caught him with the BTF off the top ropes. Fatu was able to kick out of it. Fatu was able to hit him with his move twice again, and he pulled off the win. His it's either his step, I think his stepdad or his uncle, Ming from WCW. He jumped the cage, came out to salute him. So that was a great moment to see him win. Even though, like I said, I still rock with my boy LA Knight, but I just think it was Jacob Fatu night. Next fight was El Grande Americano. I think I was calling him Gringo or something. Did y'all call him? I think that's what I call him. El Grande Americano. He was supposed to be fighting Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio had an injury Friday night on SmackDown. So in steps Ray Phoenix. Now, I'm thinking you put the battery in Ray Phoenix back just to see what he's capable of. I think it was just an honor for him to be on this WrestleMania moment, and he'll be back bigger next year. But he lost. He lost this fight to El Grande Americano. I actually thought that Ray Phoenix was gonna pull his mask out and expose Chad Gable, but it just didn't happen. He used this little metal thing that he's been putting on his forehead under his mask and cheating to win his matches. But I like the character. It's starting to grow on me a little bit. I'm not sure how long they're gonna keep it up as Chad Gable being a luchador, but overall the match was cool. This is probably the only fight I didn't see on the card, and that was the Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. I heard it was a back and forth match. Had its spots where it got a little bit boring, but overall, Tiffany Stratton was able to capitalize and retain her belt, having her WrestleMania moment against Charlotte Flair. I thought with Charlotte Flair winning the Royal Rumble, most majority of the time, the Royal Rumble winner ends up winning the belt. But I think they're really sold on Tiffany Stratton, so she was able to retain. Main event for that night was the triple threat match between Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk. This match was action packed. Everybody got their moves off. I think a couple of them, I'm pretty sure everybody ended up doing each other move on each other or whatever. But the end of the match, getting to the end of the match, um, Paul Heyman goes to grab a chair, and it looks like he's about to give it to Roman Reigns, but he slides it to his best friend CM Punk. Paul Heyman then slides in the ring, and just when CM Punk was about to attack Roman, he hit him with a low blow, turning on his best friend after he told me to walk him out and be in his corner for this WrestleMania moment. Gets the chair to Roman Reigns. Roman gets to beating the hell out of CM Punk. And just when he did that, Seth Rollins was on the ropes, and it looks like Roman Reigns was about to go attack him. So Paul Heyman like, yo, go get him, man. It's your time. Get your lick back or whatever. And just when he was starting to walk over there to Seth Rollins, he did the unthinkable, and he turned his back on the tribal chief, hitting him with a low blow. And Seth Rollins getting the chair, hitting Roman a couple of times, and then hitting with the curb stomp, getting a 1, 2, 3. Now Seth Rollins is now a Paul Heyman guy. When that happens, that only means it's going up from here. You're gonna be the top dog up in the wrestling business, and you're gonna get that belt back at some point. So I look forward to this feud that's gonna be going on between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. It's been going on since Seth ended up leaving the Shield back in the days. So I think they said they're gonna work this for the whole year and for them to get a match in next year at WrestleMania, which would be dope. Moving on to night two, we had the triple threat women's championship match: Io Sky versus Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. I had Bianca Belair winning this fight. Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair got so caught into fighting each other, they forgot that the champ was the one that had the belt. And I think that it was just too personal for them two. So Io Sky was able to take advantage of the situation where Bianca Belair ended up hitting Rhea Ripley with her finisher, and Io Sky was at the top ropes waiting for her ass and did her finisher and pulled off the win, pinning Bianca Belair to retain her title. Next fight was the Sin City Street fight. I wasn't too sure what the Sin City fight was. I thought that with it being a street fight that they was gonna go out back or something, and really they just stayed. I'm 100% sure they stayed around the ring area. They beat each other up. They can use tables, ladders, and chairs and stuff like that. I know there's a couple chairs out there, a couple of tables, and that's really how it got to the end of the match. It was two tables on the outside, and I want to say Damian Priest ended up putting him through those tables. One part of the match, Damian Priest put a chair in the corner, and Drew McIntyre was able to capitalize by hitting the Claymore into the chair and knocking Smooth out. So he was able to get the 1, 2, 3. Great to see Drew McIntyre win the fight. I actually thought that Damian Priest was going to win that one, but overall, a solid fight. Next fight was a fatal four-way Intercontinental Championship match between Penta, Finn Balor, Braun Breaker, and Dominic Mysterio. The main thing with this fight was I knew that all of them didn't get along with each other, but you got two people in the same group under Judgment Day, Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio. We were just waiting for the moment for them to finally turn on each other, and Rey Mysterio, excuse me, Dominic Mysterio end up kicking Finn Balor in the back, trying to get the 619 off. And once Finn caught drifted at, he's like, oh, okay, I see what we're doing now. So he got to whooping his ass or whatever. So the way the fight ended, I want to say, is Braun Breaker did he speared somebody, and Penta ended up doing a finisher on him, maybe something like that. But it ended up being Finn Balor going to the top ropes and doing a coup de grace. And soon as he was going for the pin, Mysterio came off the top with the frog splash and was able to pin his former, I think former now, we'll see on Raw tonight, his former teammate, and got the 1, 2, 3, won the not Intercontinental belt. And the crazy thing was that as much as people have been booing Dominic Mysterio, the crowd went crazy and was saying like he deserved it, going crazy for him. And he celebrated. It was good to see him get it. Like when he first became the character of Rey Mysterio, which he is Rey Mysterio's real son, he just didn't fit the part. He looked like he was gonna be one of those baby face, the good guys all the time. But when he got to the dark side, enjoying Judgment Day, he's been on fire. So salute to Dominic Mysterio for that fight, that win. Next, we had Randy Orton come out and challenge anybody in the back. Um, rumor was it was going to be maybe Rusev or the returning Aleister Black. It was neither one of them. It was a TNA champion, Joe Hendry. A lot of people big on this dude. I think his work is okay. I really necessarily that was actually my first time seeing this full fight of him, so I can see how it works in TNA. He got a catchy phrase, does the dance, and gets the crowd involved with him and stuff, the little spin around smile and all that stuff. But you fucking with Randy Orton, man. Randy Orton came out there and got the kicking his boy ass, hitting with the RKO a couple times. The second time was Joe Hendry went to do his little turnaround spin thing. As soon as he did it, out of nowhere, here come the RKO, dropped him. After the match, Randy Orton picked him up and was like, congratulating him. Like, look, you stepped up to the plate and everything. And then he was just like, man, fuck it. Hit him with another RKO. So, and then he hit the spinning round, but did his signature shit. So, it was good to see Randy Orton getting the win. I just didn't see him losing a fight with him calling out somebody at WrestleMania, with this being his 20th WrestleMania. So, salute to the Viper, Randy Orton. Next, we had a fight. I didn't see the winner coming. I didn't think that this was going to get pulled off. But we had AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. A good back and forth scrap, which resulted in Karrion Cross coming out, and he's been trying to get AJ Styles to tap into the dark side, but AJ just ain't been feeling it. So one of his boys, one of Jake Paul's boys, came out and tried to give him the brass knuckles to knock AJ Styles out, but that's when Karrion Cross came out there and got him, And when he seen him, he tried to give him the AJ Styles. Like, look, just use these, knock him out, and get the win. And at WrestleMania, he decided to play the nice role, and AJ Styles ended up paying for it. He got back in the ring. Logan Paul got him with his what is it, titanium punch, and his what I can't think of what his move called, but the move is pretty dope. But he pulled off his win. He pulled off the match, got the 1, 2, 3 over AJ Styles, a legend, man. So I don't see where they're gonna go with that storyline, but hopefully this push gets Karrion Cross back into some of these top fights and stop letting him just going around cut promos because he's got a lot of fighting in him and he wants to fight. The next fight was Valkyria versus with Mysterio, mystery opponent versus the champs Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Her opponent, I mean her mystery opponent, ended up being the returning Becky Lynch. I kind of felt like it was gonna happen because she was at the Hall of Fame with Seth Rollins. It was just a matter of time for her to return. She hasn't been there for a year. She made herself back, and they pulled it off, won the championship. So salute to them for winning that. Good to see Becky Lynch coming back to help that women's division out a little bit. Next, we had right before the main event, we had Stone Cold come out. Mind you, I had a badass migraine yesterday, so I was watching this the whole car with half the cover over my face because really, when I get the bad migraines, it'd be like the whole right side just be tore up. But anyway, Stone Cold came out on the four wheeler. He had a little bit of trouble because he came around, did a couple of laps around the ring, and for the last time, he ran right into the barricade and then knocked some lady down. And the damn 4x4 just wouldn't start, so he had to actually walk back up the cage, well up the ring or whatever, the entrance. He got in the ring. He was just saying a couple of things. He said how like what the crowd, how many what the numbers was for the night, and his if that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so. So it was dope to see him. I actually thought he was going to be involved with the main event, but I don't know what the plans was for that. Main event time, man. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. This was a match that overall was okay. I just thought that the ending was going to be a little bit different. Another back and forth match. Both of those guys kicking out of each other moves. Um, Cody even caught an F5 from AA from the top ropes from John Cena, but he wasn't able to put him away. Um, in outcomes, Travis Scott. Travis Scott has been having beef with Cody Rhodes, which is pretty corny, man. But I get it. He comes out there, he tries to fight Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes hit him with the crossroad, and at the time the referee is down, so John Cena is able to sneak in, kicking Cody Rhodes in the nuts again and grabbing the belt old school and knocking him out with the belt, getting the 1, 2, 3. He is now the GOAT. He has 17 title wins, putting him right above Ric Flair. So salute to John Cena. It's good seeing him play the bad guy for once in his career. I guess when he was the thugonomics dude, John Cena, he was the heel on the way too, but the fans just started loving him too much that it was hard for him to be the heel. But overall, I'm enjoying this run, this last run for John Cena. He said tune in tonight for Monday Night Raw. So overall, like I said again, I give this card a 7 out of 8. I still feel like with that main event, with the way it's been built up, I thought The Rock was going to be involved. I thought Stone Cold was going to be involved. Just a couple of people from last year, but it didn't happen like that. I think Triple H might have a bigger plan going forward because these guys will end up meeting at SummerSlam or something before John Cena puts that belt on the line one more time and walks off to the sunset because eventually he's going to have to lose before he retires. So um, that's all I got, man. WrestleMania 41 is in the books, a great one. Next year it'll be in New Orleans, and I think the year after that it'll be in Indiana. So salute to everybody that tuned into it. Let me know in the comments what was your favorite matches of the night. If I had to pick a favorite match of the night, it was probably I would probably say the Fatal Four Way Intercontinental Championship match for night two, and then for night one was probably the triple threat Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk, just because the background story on it, everything. So overall, great card. Look forward to it next year. Make sure y'all jump on Netflix at 8 p.m. tonight and watch Monday Night Raw. You know that Raw after WrestleMania is always dope. It'd be a couple of rematches, a couple of returning faces. So salute to everybody that tuned in, everybody that was involved in it. Like, share, subscribe to the Meet You from the Midwest podcast for your latest WWE updates on Facebook, Instagram.